Hey, what's up everybody? It's Firebolt the Gamer here as always. Now, today it is our 9th episode of Breath of the Wild Master Mode. And you might have noticed, like I said in the last episode, it's been a couple days since my last upload. That's how it's going to be from now on because school has started again. Before it was kind of a 5-day weekend, so I was able to get out a lot of episodes. But from now on, it's just going to be one every few days like today. But in the last episode, actually, I'm just going to go ahead and start the software. I'm not going to update. In the last episode, we made it right up to the entrance of Divine Beast Va Medoh. And in this episode, we are going to actually do that Divine Beast. So, that's going to be really exciting. Actually, let me turn the volume down just a little bit. Otherwise, I'll get, like, feedback and stuff. So, we are at this Divine Beast. And I think this is definitely... from what I remember, the easiest Divine Beast in this game. I might be remembering wrong, but this is pretty short, pretty easy, and I didn't look up any sort of walkthrough before I'm doing this, so this is kind of, not blind, but kind of, I forgot, like, what to do in this one. Oh, crap. So it's not going to be a blind run-through, per se, but it is going to be kind of just me experiencing this for the first time in a few months, which honestly, that's all it takes for me to forget most of the dungeons, so yeah, that's actually pretty exciting, because, like, I've forgotten, like, how much fun these Divine Beasts are, and I'm trying to get this chest, but good lord! No! Are you kidding me? And yeah, you cannot climb the dungeon walls. It's like shrine walls, you just can't do it. So, God, I'm trying to get this. So yeah, if you were wondering, look, if I take off my Rito clothes, that's why I bought them. Because look at how cold it is up here. Oh, whoops. If I take off this, I'm freezing. So I'm going to end up losing a lot of hearts without the Rito clothes. That's why I spent so much money on it. Also, there's just a bunch of other cold areas in the game. And it's really going to help to have these clothes. And those demon heads are really annoying. But yeah, here is the place where we're going to fight the final boss. And we have to get to that main place with the terminal map. So I should probably worry about doing that first. But I want this chest. So, Jesus Christ. So yeah, let me talk about for a second. So, the first time I did this, I did the elephant first. This was actually, even though it's the easiest, I did this one third. 3 out of 4. And the last one I did was the camel, which was one of the harder ones, actually. I think this is either, like, this is definitely intended as either the first one you do or one of the first ones you do, so that would be either 1 or 2. For me, though, it wasn't, just because it was kind of up in the corner, and I wanted to do the fun ones first. But today, I think I'm going to save the best, or this Let's Play, I'm going to save the best for last. I'm going to do the volcano last, or the chameleon. And then, I haven't decided what order I'm going to do the camel. I'm probably going to do the camel second to last. Excuse me. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, so this Divine Beast is pretty easy if you know what to do. I just had a bunch of fails on that chest, so not ideal, not an ideal way to start this off. Gosh, these annoying enemies. Can't stand them. So I do have 5 hearts now, I just realized that again. Not bad. Okay, so this is Guardian Scout. I don't know how much HP it has because I'm wearing these clothes. And I can't wear the Champion's Tunic. But here we go. Here's our, I guess it activates the map of this area. So there you have it. There we have it. And we get to hear Rivali's voice as we're going through this. Oh, look, there's a tower out the window. You can see that. I'll probably try and get that in the next episode. Yeah. Yeah, Death Mountain is by far my favorite. This mission, another reason why I think that this one is meant to be first, is because all of the other ones have something really hard, either like to get to the dungeon or in the actual dungeon itself. And this one really doesn't have that. Like, for Zora, even the Zora's Domain, which is one of the easier ones, you still have to go through that whole terrible rain, like, process. Sorry, I still have that cold. I wish it would go away. I'm getting better from it, but that's why my voice sounds really weird. But in the last... No, what am I talking about? Yeah, the Zora one, you have to climb up that hill in the rain, that terrible quest. And then, the dungeon is kind of hard because you have to go get those shock arrows from the Lionel, so that's actually a really long quest just to get into the Divine Beast. And then for the Gerudo, you of course have to... Oh yeah, I didn't even mention that all the Divine Beasts are interactable. I really like this 3-dimensional map and stuff, so you can actually tilt it in a certain way. Press B to execute. So it basically allows you to progress through the dungeon in a different way, which is really cool. This is like a first of its kind to be doing this in like a dungeon, and I really do like it. So the dungeons aren't super hard, any of them really, but they are really cool. So I'm just trying to figure this out again. Can I reach that? Definitely, most likely. Yeah, there we go. And then what was I saying? Oh yeah, the Gerudo area. You have to go through that whole quest to be able to actually get into the town, because they won't allow men into the town. You have to get the woman's clothes to make you look like you're a woman. I'm not even going to get too in-depth into that, but yeah, that's basically it. I think this is what you're supposed to do, make that thing slide over there. And then not only that, there's the desert heat, so you have to find clothes to protect you from that. And then Death Mountain, you know, you get close to the volcano, you start burning up, and there are guardians around the volcano that are really annoying. Oh gosh. Why did that happen? Can I freeze this with stasis? I can freeze that with stasis. But why did it close? What's making it close? Definitely not that. Oh. Is it because of the... What's making it close? Do I need to drag this? See, yeah, I'm just experiencing this for the first time. I'm not like Zelda Master or anything that instantly knows what he's doing whenever he does one of these. I probably should have shot that. It's too late now, but whatever. So yeah, I'm just kind of figuring this out. But I have done it before, so some things will ring a bell as to what I'm supposed to do. But yeah, mostly it's just gonna be... Oh, no way. Do I have to drop it all the way? You've got to be joking. It's gotta have momentum so it can hit the thing. I see. So if I drag this, those doors should open. It's gonna fall back there. Now, I can do this. That should do it. I think. So yeah, this whole dungeon mechanic is really new. Like, you have these 4 terminals that you have to go to and activate so that you can get to the final boss. Like I said, I really do like the dungeon style. I think it really works for this game and it's really cool. I'm not crazy about the bosses because they're all kind of interchangeable forms of the same thing. I've mentioned this in a previous episode. It makes sense for this game because it's, you know, post-apocalyptic Hyrule. I totally get why they did it, but that still, like, leaves... Well, it's still just not ideal that, like, there's not those creative, different bosses that we had in previous Zeldas. And, you know, it's gonna annoy some people more than others, but for me, who've played, like, a lot of Zelda games, it's just something worth mentioning. But where's the other terminals? I think it was the camel that I had a lot of trouble figuring out. Did I not just go in that direction? I didn't get that terminal? Are there 2 in there? No way. Did I not figure out? That doesn't make sense. So yeah, every dungeon has something different that happens with it. This dungeon, you can tilt, you know, in different directions. That was stupid. Oh, but I still made it. Dang, how did that happen? Okay, so apparently there's one in here too. Yeah, I guess there has to be. It's right there. Question is, how do I get in? It's not stasis or magnesis activatable. There has to be a gust of wind for a reason. Like, they wouldn't just put that there. There's gotta be some... Oh, for the fans. I'm stupid. I was about to say, there's gotta be some reason why they put that there. I guess I'll just have to figure that out later. Or is that what this does? No? That's just the same. Huh. This is puzzling. How do I get in there? No, still, I mean, I can't freeze it or anything. Oh well, I'll figure it out later. Talk about, so previously on my channel, if you've been on my channel for a while, chances are you haven't. But if you don't know, I used to do like top 5s, top 10s on like video games. Stupid. And one of my videos that I had in planning before I kind of stopped doing those videos was top 5 Zelda dungeons. I never like finished it, I never did that or anything. But I was gonna do it. I started also, I was halfway done with this Zelda bosses video, and I never finished it, and I'm never gonna finish it or anything. Simply because I just, you know, I wasn't feeling it. It just, I don't know, just started explaining. But, what does this do? Is this just a shortcut up to the top? Maybe so. Is there a terminal up here? I don't know what that is. I'll figure it out. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I never really finished that video, but I do just want to tell you what my favorite Zelda... I think I remember this. I mean, it's tilted all the way it can be, so I guess I can just try and make it. So... Oh yeah, I totally make it. There we go. Is that the one that I was having trouble with? I don't think so, but it could be. No, it's definitely not. My favorite Zelda dungeon so far is probably Snow Peak Ruins from Twilight Princess. I don't know if y'all, I don't know if y'all have played Twilight Princess, but it's one of my favorite Zelda games. I like a lot of Zelda games, but that is definitely one of my favorite. Because it's just so awesome. Can I make it? That was really, really, really retarded. Dang it. Oh, look at that view. That looks so cool, but sadly I zoned out. Twilight Princess. Snow Peak Ruins from that game was amazing. It was really fun. Especially the boss, too. That's one of the reasons I love it. That was the one with the mansion and the Yetis. Shoot that. There we go. I haven't gone in there, I guess, so I guess I can do that now. And, that's another thing. The dungeons are fun, but I can't remember specific parts of each one. So, like, they're not interchangeable, definitely not, because you can, each one has a specific thing you can do with the map and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's kind of hard to remember which dungeon had that thing in particular. Because they all have similar layouts. You've got to be kidding me. Well, not really similar layouts, but just similar textures and looks to them. So it kind of makes it hard to remember which one is which. Yeah, that's what I'm tilted. And shoot it. Shoot the eye. Oh my god, Link. Yeah, so they're kind of interchangeable. Oh, nice, I actually shot it. Not that each one isn't different, but like, especially months later, I just can't really remember. Whereas previous Zeldas that I haven't played at all in months, I can't remember specific stuff like that. So, just something worth mentioning. So this is probably another terminal. This is the one. Okay, so you have to actually come from the other angle and not unlock that door. That makes sense. So, this shouldn't take me that long. I think it took Zelda Master 30 minutes to do this dungeon and the boss. So that's my goal. Maybe maybe a little longer since I'm not, you know, super familiar with what I have to do. But I'm gonna ride that. Oh, look at Majora's Mask. It looks so sick. It looks so... For some reason, it looks a lot more colorful and awesome in this dungeon. Now that I meant to take a capture. It looks so shiny in here. Why does Majora's Mask look a lot better in this dungeon for some reason? I need to get on doing shrines because I know that I had the Master Sword before I did the last Divine Beast. Maybe even before I did my third. I think I had the Master Sword for at least 1 or 2 Divine Beasts, so I need to be getting that soon. Or at least close to doing it. It's 13 hearts, I'm almost certain. So that's a lot of shrines, but I'm gonna do it. So both terminals are this way. So I'm gonna come up here. Oh, I need to turn around. I'm low on hearts. I should probably eat something in case I fall again. That's fine. Okay, let's see if I can actually make it this time. There we go. Attaboy, Link. Okay, so I'm gonna go in there. Yeah, I definitely haven't been in there yet. I think this is the one with the rolling ball in one of the puzzles. Like it's a random rolling... Yep. It's like a rolling ball that you have to figure out how to... Oh, I didn't even see that. This bow actually shoots arrows pretty far. It is my weakest, so I might as well be using it. Maybe it's not, maybe it's just regular, but... So one of them, I'm almost certain you climb up here. Let me just take care of that right now. So yeah, I'm going to try to get my next video either Monday or Tuesday next week. I can't post any on the weekends, which does kind of suck. Unless I'm with my mom, which is, it's like once every month I'm with my mom on the weekend, but every other time I'm with my dad. And I don't have my software, or I don't bring all my stuff over there, like my Switch, my monitor, all that I use to record. So I can only do it during the week, which is not ideal since that's when I have work. Or not work, school, but schoolwork, yeah. So, yeah, that's why you never see me post on the weekends or anything like that. So let me put that in there. Boom. Nice. So now we have this really hard puzzle where I have to direct, like, I can't go in here because it's like invisible, like plasma ball or something. How am I supposed to do that? How am I supposed to blow that up? Do I like that? And then it'll follow the track. Ah, there we go. Now we have this. I forgot exactly how to do this, but I'm pretty sure you use magnesis. So I do this to get it to come all the way over here. It should come all the way over here, unless it only follows the track. Oh no, it's coming. Nice. So, okay, I can use magnesis through the barrier. If I put it right here... No, you stay on the track. And then I do this. I'm actually stasis it right now, so... Oh, no. I didn't realize that it would... I'm such an idiot. Oh, it might still work. Might give it more momentum. Nice, it still worked. So I didn't even realize that if I use stasis, it would rise it up. I guess that makes sense, but it was just... I just thought it would tilt. Here we go. That's our last terminal, dang. So yeah, this is a really easy dungeon. Especially compared to the other ones. Because I remember the camel and part of the...
Now you just need to start the main
is it
control
part of the chameleon, and even some of the elephant. Not as much as the other ones, but I had a... Excuse me, I was a little bit confused by for a little bit. But yeah, this one's pretty much... as long as you've played Zelda before, even if you haven't, you can still do it, but it just might be a little bit challenging for you, but especially if you're, like, experienced with Zelda dungeons. This dungeon, in particular, is really not that hard. So, we're gonna go ahead and make our way to the top and fight the final boss. So cool. So I heard this rumor that before the game released, that some people were talking about, that this game would only have 4 dungeons, which it does, but that they would be, like, enormous, like, Hyrule Field sized, like, you know, Ocarina of Time's Hyrule Field. Each of the dungeons would be that big. That was the theory that was going around, and part of it was right. They do only have 4 dungeons, but they're not huge in any way. It's just that they're so spread out, and it takes a long time to get to each one. So, I mean, that's still fine. Like, having 4 dungeons is actually just fine because it's less confusing and stuff. But at the same time, whatever, I don't know. But here we go. There we go. So, Ganon, I think it's Wind-Blight Ganon this time, definitely. Oh, my cold. It seems like it's getting worse, probably because I didn't blow my nose before the episode started. I don't know how long this cold is going to stick around. I've had it for like a week. Definitely more than a week. Anyway, look. This thing looks sick. I say everything looks sick in this game, because it does. Look at that. If you asked me what each of them was, I would honestly think that was Thunderblight. Or maybe I wouldn't. I would be able to tell the difference. I know what Water Blight looks like, but the other 3 are kind of weird. Like, I could just mix them up easily.
I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but you must avenge me, Link.
Yeah, Rivali is actually kind of a jerk in this game, but it's better than being, like, having no personality like Mipha. Like, Mipha literally is just, like, partially due to her voice, it's just, like, I don't know, her voice is just kind of bland, and it doesn't seem like she has any personality. Wow, that's actually doing a decent amount of damage. Ugh, I should probably be using bomb arrows. Oh no. What's he doing? He's just going over here. And you do have to do unique things for each... Oh, even the bosses regenerate health? That is just the worst kind of thing. Go for it. What do you mean? Using a strong weapon. Not just a 10 spear. Screw it. I'm just gonna use one of these. Okay, so I guess I knew that the bosses regenerate health, but that is just ridiculous because, you know, there's multiple phases and it's gonna be a while before you can land another hit. So that is incredibly unfortunate. I'm gonna actually have to use one of my stronger bows. Although I guess this one does recharge really fast, so you fire a lot of... No way. I had a game over? Oh, no, I didn't. I thought I had a game over, but I was just halfway done with the boss.
Watch your blind spot.
That was crazy. I was like, why is he still doing this if I die? Oh my god. I'm gonna waste all my bomb arrows. Not a good idea, but it lands easier blows on him. No, not good. Let me over there. No! No, you've gotta be kidding. He's regenerating all of his health. Why is he doing this? He disappears so quick. I couldn't even get one hit. No. Flying up. I'm shooting him in the face. No. Keep this. Link, you're out of stamina. Use your brain, son. He's almost dead. He's almost dead. As long as he doesn't regenerate health. As long as he doesn't... Oh, one hit, one hit! Yes! Even with the regenerating health, which honestly is terrible. Man, you gotta be on your toes in master mode, like I said. So the question now is, now that I've defeated at least one boss, can I find gold bokoblins in the world? That might be really interesting to find out. Unless you can already find one anyway that I didn't know about. Now I would think all of the silver bokoblins are now gold. That's my theory, because with each divine beast, the enemies will rank up. So I'm gonna look in the next episode, see if I can find some gold bokoblins. Take a picture of one. That'll be really cool. There we go. First boss has been defeated without too much trouble. That's probably another reason is the boss isn't that hard. Oh yeah, I didn't even account for the fact that you get heart containers after each divine beast. Nice. So I'll have to Yeah. So that means less shrines to do. I'll definitely take that. Oh, look at that. Look at how shiny gold that thing is. I'm taking that. Yeah, 6 hearts now. So that means only 7 more until we can get the Master Sword. So 28 more shrines. Yeah, that's fine. Can't go back into the Divine Beast. This is it. No complaints, really. I don't really want to go back in here. And we're about to get one of the most useful abilities, Revali's Gale.
Well, I'll be plucked. You defeated him, eh? Who would have thought? Well done. I suppose I should thank you now that my spirit is free. This returns Medoh back to its rightful owner. Don't preen yourself just for doing your job. I do suppose you've proven your value as a warrior. A warrior worthy of my unique ability. The sacred skill that I have dubbed Revali's Gale! It's now time to move on and start making preparations for Medoh's strike on Ganon. But only if you think you'll still need my help while you're fighting inside Hyrule Castle. Feel free to thank me now. Or, never mind, just go. Your job is far from finished, you know. The princess has been waiting an awfully long time.
There we go. So Revali's still a little bit arrogant and refusing to completely, admit. But I think for Revali, that's pretty good. Is this... Okay, there we go. I was worried that would... keep going. This is the cutscene, the Divine Beast landing, which is actually really cool. I like these cutscenes. He's back to blue. I guess what's stopping Ganon from just possessing him again right now? He literally could just do it. He's so awesome. Come at me, bro. Look at all the other... Oh, those are Rito. I thought those were just regular birds.
Medoh's sights are now set.
He's engaged the laser pointer
You'll have a
on the
precise
castle.
lead on Ganon from this vantage point. And when the time is right, give him everything you've got. Now we wait for that perfect moment. Meadow, we've been artfully patient for the last 100 years. I doubt you'll suffer a feather over a few more moments. After all these years, I simply must admit the truth. Even without the power of flight, Link made his way to this divine beast and accomplished something that even I could not. Guess I was wrong about how lucky he would be. I hope that luck holds out, Link, for everyone's sake.
Ain't luck, it's skill, son. Yeah, there we go. Not bad at all. So if you're wondering what's the benefit of doing the Divine Beast, it's actually, because, if you don't have to do it, then what does it actually do? There we go, Rivali's Gale. That's one of the most useful abilities that I actually didn't even know how to use for a while. And then I realized that you just have to hold the jump button, and then you can use the ability. I'm not going to do it right now, but it recharges really quickly. That's another great thing about it. Okay. Teach it to me. Actually, I don't really care. But yeah, basically, if you don't know, doing the Divine Beast, all of them, basically, if you want the benefits of doing it, I think you have to do them all. Actually, maybe you don't, but I just know that they each help you. And if you do all of them, in your final battle with Calamity Ganon, half of his health will be knocked out by the Divine Beasts. And I am a Descendant champion. And also, whichever boss you don't beat in the Divine Beast, you have to beat in the Sanctum right before you do Calamity Ganon. So it's basically you do 5 bosses right in a row if you don't do any of the Divine Beasts, which speedrunners do have to do because, they can't do the Divine Beasts in a speedrun. But that's basically what they do. Ah, I did. I think I get the Great Eagle Bow or something. Sword that seals the darkness. Ah, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it eventually. Eventually. Yep, Great Eagle Bow. Really, yeah, really powerful. And I think it's our first bow that fires 3 arrows. Not bad. It's like a step above. I think it goes Swallow Bow, then Falcon, then Great Eagle. That's Swallow, right? Yeah, and then we have Falcon. We had all the stages of them. Now we have this one. See how that looks? It looks pretty cool. This one, though, looks really sick. Anyway, guys, that about wraps it up for this episode. We did successfully beat our first dungeon in this game. 32 minutes, not bad. And in the next episode, I'm going to try to make my way towards maybe my next dungeon, maybe just do some exploring and see if we can find a gold bokoblin and get the white horse on Safula Hill, though, because those are 2 things that I need to do, and I might just make that one episode, and maybe another tower, some shrines. We'll just do a random episode like that. So, see you all then in a few days. Have a good day, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.